Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Busola. I'm a final year medical student living in Nigeria. I'm also a baker and I make YouTube videos. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and check out all my other videos. I'm sure you'll find one or two videos that will interest you. Today, I am going to be discussing the reasons why you should not go to medical school. I have actually received some emails, like a few emails from a couple of people. I think they were because of my video about how to get into medical school. I think I'll leave the link here or here. Yeah, I've received a few emails, and there was one I received recently. He was basically just asking me how he would know if medicine is for him. Like, he's not sure, he's trying to decide because he's still in secondary school, and he's trying to decide how to know if medicine is for him. So I just decided to make this video about the reasons why you should not come to medical school, or why you should not go to medical school. If any of these reasons are one of the major reasons why you want to go to medical school, then you may want to reconsider and just rethink it and maybe do something else. So let's jump right into the video. So before I continue, let me just say that I'm not saying that if these are one of your major reasons, then if you enter into medical school, you won't graduate or you won't be a doctor. I'm just saying that if these are some of your major reasons, then I think that you may find more satisfaction in other career paths than doing medicine. Like, it's like a long time. It's at least 6 years for you to actually become a doctor, and so if you're not going to find it satisfactory, or if you're going to end up wanting to quit later, then why even do it in the first place? So this is not saying that, oh, okay, these are your reasons, then you are never going to become a doctor, or you're going to become a bad doctor or something. No, I'm just saying that you may want to reconsider. Number one reason that I would say, and this is very common in African homes, and the number one reason is, do not go to medical school just because your parents want you to go. Don't do it. Don't do it because your parents want you to go, or your siblings want you to go, or your favorite teacher wants you to go. Don't do it for any of those reasons. I'm saying this because it's very important, because as African children, or as children basically, we always want our parents to be proud of us, and we always want to please them, and we don't want to have a situation where you know that they are just disappointed in you and all of that. But the truth is, this is your life, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
But yeah, this is your life, and guys, parents come around, like, they make it seem like it's what they really want, and you guys, they won't die if you don't go down a career path. They will still love you regardless. And even if they don't, would you not prefer to love yourself? You have the rest of your entire life to stick with this career path, or to stick with whatever career path that you pick. And imagine if it's not something that you like, and if it's something that makes you unhappy. Imagine yourself 50 years old, your parents are like really old, or maybe they've even passed away, and you're still very sad or still very dissatisfied because of a decision you made for them, and now they don't even care anymore. Like, so yeah, you should totally not do it for that one reason. I know it could be hard. Like, yes, I know that some parents are more difficult than other parents, but trust me, the pain that you're going to go through just sticking to whatever it is that you want is way less than the pain that you're going to have to go through going to a job that you do not like, that makes you so unhappy every day for the rest of your life. Number two reason is because you were smart in secondary school, or because you were smart in high school. Don't do it for that. There are so many other career paths and so many other things that you can do if you're smart. Like, I personally don't even believe that medicine is something that only smart people do. I think it is more about perseverance and just being able to stick with something and delay gratification than actually being smart. I think that someone who is just perseverant and who is diligent and who has a lot of drive in medicine will do better than someone who is just smart, to be honest. So yeah, there are so many other things you can do with your smart self. I know the smartest people I know in my life are not in medicine. So the fact that you are smart does not mean that definitely now you have to be a doctor. Number three reason is because you want to have that doctor title to your name. Don't do it. You guys, if that is the most important thing to you, then you can do a PhD in whatever field that you choose, in whatever field that you actually really like. You can do a PhD. Those people are doctors also. They are just not doctors of medicine. They are doctors of their particular field. So this is not the only way you can be called doctor. Don't choose to go into medical school just because of that. Don't do it. Number four reason why you should not go to medical school, and this is, I feel like a lot of people actually have this misconception, and it's because of money. Don't go to medical school because you want to be rich. That's even such a lie. The richest people in the world are not doctors. Doctors don't actually have that much money, to be honest. Especially in Nigeria, doctors are not paid well at all. Doctors are just, paid enough for them to survive, for them to be comfortable enough to just be in that middle class money wise. So don't do it for the money. There are so many other things that you can do that you will actually love to get way more money than doing medicine. By the time you realize it, like by the time you enter medical school and you actually start working and you see that okay, there's actually no money here, it's already too late because you wasted like how many years of your life just working at this one thing just because of the money that you will not even get in the first place. Number five, do not go to medical school if you can't work with people. Like if you can't stand just working with people at all, then don't do it, because you're going to be working as a doctor. You're going to be working with people all of your life, and you're going to be working with a lot of people. You're going to be working with nurses, with patients, with other medical staff, and you're going to come across so many patients. And patients they are sick people, and people are at their worst, or are usually at their worst when they are sick. So imagine if you don't even like if you don't even like working or even interacting with normal people on a normal day, then imagine now having to deal with people who are basically at their worst. Don't do it. If you can't stand it, then don't do it, because you're going to be frustrated. There are other professions or career paths that you can take where you don't really have to interact with people that much. 6, do not go to medical school if you can't take criticism. Don't do it, because medical school is like 10% studying and 90% criticism. You're going to always be criticized. Everything you do is going to be poked at. Like and that's part of the training. Like everything you do, like if you clerk a patient and if you're presenting a topic, like whatever it is that you do is going to be scrutinized, because they want you to get better obviously. So if you can't take that amount of criticism, then don't do it, because that is what you're going to keep facing every single day. I think that medical students have the toughest skins, because that's what we go through on a daily. There was this trend that was going on Twitter for a while. I think it was maybe last year or something. I'm going to try to put the hashtag here. I can't remember now. Maybe medical school tales or something. It's hilarious, right? Like it's like funny stories of what people have gone through in medical school, but it also is they are real life stories, and they're not just made up. And even though it's funny, it just shows you how much we go through and how much scrutiny and criticism that we actually go through in medical school on a daily. So yeah, you should check that out and see if you can actually take a lot of those things, because that's what you are going to be meeting every single day. Nobody is safe from the bas of insults in medical school, especially in Nigeria. I don't know how it is elsewhere, but in Nigeria, you're not safe. If you don't want to keep studying and if you don't want to keep learning, like a lot of people after uni, once they're done with uni or once they're done with masters, the kind of academic learning that they have to do is reduced. So if you don't want to do that, don't go to medicine. Especially if you want to do residency, you're basically still a student who is just now getting paid and who is also working. So you're going to still keep doing exams, and you're going to either pass or fail, and you're going to have to keep reading and you're going to have to keep revising and keep answering questions. It's basically you're still a student, honestly, until you're a consultant, you're still a student. So if you don't want to have to spend that amount of time, if your own plan is once I leave university, then I'm done with student life in quotes, then you may want to reconsider. The last reason why you should not go to medical school is if you can't handle failure. If you can't handle failure, then don't do it, because majority of the people who have gone through medical school have experienced failure in one form or the other before, and it's usually more intense in medical school. If you fail medical school, you either resit or you repeat a whole year. So it's even worse than having to have a carryover where you finish with your classmates and then you just stay back and do all those courses that you did not pass before. Or you may even have a carryover and still like finish in the specified time with your classmates. But in medicine is different. Repeating is a very, very emotionally stressful event. So if you know that you can't handle it at all, then you may want to reconsider. I'm not saying that it happens to everybody, but there's always that chance of that happening. So if you know that you can't handle failure in any form at all, then medicine is probably not for you. Because like, even if you don't fail in medical school, you may fail an exam in residency. Anything can happen. It's just what I'm saying. It may not happen. There are people who go through medical school and it's a breeze for them and they have never failed anything before and they are never going to fail. But there are also people who don't have it that easy. This is not to say that if these are your reasons, you cannot grow out of it, or you cannot adjust and grow out of it and actually still grow a concrete interest in medicine or in studying medicine. Also, I'm not the gatekeeper to all medical schools everywhere. I just want you to be able to have all your information at hand and then be able to decide. And whatever you decide is honestly fine. It's your life. And even if you eventually go to medical school and you finish medical school and you decide, like, you know what, I'm not doing anymore, I don't want to become a doctor, and you pick on another career path, that is totally fine. I have friends who have done that. I have friends who are still going to do that. So yeah, it's totally fine. I'm just saying, like, if you have not entered yet, these are things that you should totally consider. We have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Please check out all my other videos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.